Good evening from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. This is part 2 of readings of the 19th of March 2024, because as I said to you in part 1, it felt like sways of writing had been disappeared. So I went through my memories, and I'm quite correct that there were several pieces being removed. So I'm going to read them and record them and post them for posterity, because number 1, I don't like my writings being interfered with, and number 2, I'm in the mood to keep going, babies. So continuing on, readings from 19th of March 2024, and we're back to 19th of March 2019. I wrote, it's funny, I got my hair done on the exact same day. Today I'm getting my hair done, so ironically, although my body will be feeling very weak and wrung out on Thursday from the prep for and recovery from the dreaded colonoscopy, Mama T will look damn fine while she's doing it. I am grateful it was booked 2 days before the operation, or I would have had to cancel and look and feel shitful for much longer. Vanity, vanity, all is vanity. But it's a sign of better mental health that I care about my appearance at all. There was a time I let everything, including my dignity, slide. Nineteenth of March 2018. I'm going to Cuchimudlo Island with Jared on Wednesday. Looking forward to it, as we haven't been for about a month. Maybe I will run into Monica, Edward and their dog Thor again. Lovely people. They were an elderly couple that I actually befriended by going there when I was going there regularly in the summer months. I went out and pruned the golden rain tree's lower hanging branches, and I cut down a snapped banana tree that a possum broke last night. I cut the banana tree up and threw it down as mulch, now sweating and breathless as I had a bad coughing spell out there while soaring. Very hot day today, or I felt the heat more. A hot shower, clean and happy Tanya here. Yesterday I reached out like an idiot. So what year was this? Sorry, I have to scroll back. 2018. Okay. Yesterday I reached out like an idiot to the man I remain deeply in love with after 4 years of frankly so much weird but very spiritually attuned bullshit. Of course I was gifted only more of his silence. Is it good or is it bad? I have not given up on him, not like he gave up on me, but then oddly started coming to stare at me again. Never mind. I know he has spies on my Facebook page who run to him with my personal wounds and delights in my heartfelt suffering, voyeurs and perverts. Hell, he even had some of his male friends watch me for almost a year. Actually, they watched me for longer than a year, people, but it got a bit annoying. I'm actually glad I've left that dance space now at the Livewire Bar, because it was just in a constant hell loop of, that ex-casual lover's friends leering at me every fucking weekend. It was just beyond awful. What do they see to report their vile and inaccurate gossip back to him? The Tanya dancing wildly with wild men and wild women, then retreating to her sacred space alone with her cats and dog. morons, but amusing. In his quest to dominate me with his entourage of gaping, sneering, vicious lovers, he sought power and ultimately came up against something more powerful and timeless and incredibly karmic and beautiful and spiritual and breathtakingly humbling. Love, real love. Real, authentic, juicy, loyal, limitless love. So let them run and scurry and squirm like bubonic plague-infested rats scurrying in a church of decay. Bit prescient since this was written before COVID came along, by the way. The Tanya knows her own heart and mind and its true value. She chose and chose and chose again, the one who blew her apart like a centrifuged pressure cooker, then scampered away with vicious, superficial women who, I laugh at the tragicomic gnosis, will destroy him bit by bit until he realises what he had but discarded. I'm okay with it. I'm learning to love myself in such a way that silence is a golden gift of beauty and contentment. That fake friends and flea-bitten louche feeders are just going to have to feed and bleed as my resources limitless, but they will always be hungry and empty and soulless. I am in love with my shadowy, sad, mad man, with the shades of my past, with the glorious woman of my future. I stand in my own light, shimmering and shivering with anticipation of all the gifts bestowed upon me. Men who lied and cheated, but still desire to own me. She who will not be owned. Mere reminders of the superficiality of the fractured hearts of shallow men. He sees me in my joy, my power, my love. That is my gift. See me, then let me go, you who have no authenticity or love for me. Truth and decency, integrity, sweetness, power, true power, owning my own beautiful mistakes and love poured on fakes and frauds. The celestial waters and the babbling brook will never touch these stones of my heart, mind again. Wash away and flow with my blessings and occasional forgiveness. Nothing lost and nothing gained, just bliss and isness. The Tanya, psychedelic dreamer, me, is going to be okay. Better than okay, but just for today. Awesome, actually. Later that day I wrote, I need a mishaberach, a soul blessing from my Jewish kin, a person of pure heart and good intent to cleanse and purge the dreck and dross of old soul connections. No shul here is safe for me or worthy of my attention. I am grateful for the blessings on my head from my former Kadima Habibi club, laughing out loud. They really loved me in a weird way. May Hashem bless them and keep them, themselves collectors of pestilential, negative drainers. Like cures like, find your vibe, find your tribe. I also want to thank, but also spank, my former Ojibwa Majuan friend who promised to light up my spirit so I would attract the one and only But as often happens in my current reality, my light attracted another flea-bitten, wounded wolfman who lacked the courage to truly stand by me and hold space for me. My wolf guardian spirit snarled and growled and drooled and almost gave up on her precious man, wolf child, ghost in my personal machine. I almost died too, under attack by so many malevolent spirits, living and dead, zombified and atrophied, but glorified on my medicine wheel. My lover man came to watch from a safe distance, but ignorant of space and time and its continuum. Tanya knows, Tanya loves anyway, and Tanya glows in her own paradigm of joyous delight. Medicine wheels turn and turn again. Welcome to the return. The red road brings peace and contentment to the warriors of old. My Ojibwa Maduan healer asked advice from his medicine man who chortled and advised him to tame me, laughing my ass off. So the medicine could not be fully actualized, as I am never going to be tamed. Life has broken and whetted and whelped me since my first origins in my mother's hate-spawned womb, and I shall remain flawlessly wild until the day I die, and that is both my greatest blessing and a curse, and it took decades to self-actualize and manifest that purity of spirit, that wild, free spirit, that bitten, strangled, raped and debased soul, that rose up from ground zero, the nightmare and the hero of my own journey to wholeness. So many wanted a piece of me, but I slipped away like quicksilver and shimmered and shone like a mirage. I howled at the moon and danced under 1,000 suns. I stood up and was counted, and I found my light. Joy, peace, truth, integrity, dignity, abundance, life force. My wolf shakes off the lousy fleas and the dirt that we all inevitably pick up along the way. My blood suckles them, but I shall let it become toxoplasmosis in their veins. I shall only feed the honourable and the loving and the blessed. My wolf licks my face and looks deep and long into my eyes, and we meld our souls together in true, unconditional, loyal love. We hold each other in eternal space and time, and we exist for each other. He smiles and lays down at my feet, and I rest my weary spirit beside him, and we are both nurtured and nourished by our deep love. I ask the gods for blessing and light and bliss and peace, so I can savour my own becoming in freedom and good health. L'chaim. And later I wrote, haha, still in 2018, people. I don't know why that was all removed from my vocal media. There's nothing offensive about any of it. It's odd, but some glitch in the matrix, right? So I carry on, keep honouring my truth and my stories. Ha! As my former lover, that dead, haunting ghost of a homeopath psychopath, used to love to tell me, like cures like. And with his teeth crunching down on his roll-your-own cigarette in the corner of his slack, false jaws, as he fucked everyone he ever met, including me, then acted amazed when he found his true love and nemesis, while his filthy, verminous friends and lovers humiliated me, and like water I let their hatred and scorn wash over me as they were just not my people. He uttered in a strange and unexpected show of support and compassion, "Stop it! Tanya can do anything." They stopped and gaped, their vileness flowing back into their vomitous mouths, swallowing their own shit and bile, and the Tanya, shocked by such love from my own chosen enemy, stood up in her own glory and shame and horror and tragicomedic bathos and walked out, only to have history repeat with another David and his equally cruel and pathetic friends. But this time the pattern is shifting. True love, eternal Fibonacci spirals, and dead ghost lover banging down my door on June 2016 for 4 consecutive nights taught me well. You cannot enter paradise between my thighs. You cannot steal my value by plucking my heart from my chest and stomping all over it. You cannot strangle my truth or my light from me. Better men have tried and failed. Is it good? Is it bad to throttle the love of a good, kind woman to make her grow up strange but beautiful, fierce but fragile, wise but broken, loving but insightful, courageous but naive, furious but forgiving, impoverished by trauma and contempt, but rich beyond worlds in spirit. Ha! Fickle fingering fate flips a bird, then lays its hand upon me, lifts me up and shakes me off, throws me away, but I fly like an eagle back into the fray, and I have plucked the all-seeing eye from the blind serpent god and called him out on his bullshit. Then I shall melt like butter on a hot pancake and drizzle and dribble away, sashay away. Watch me as I walk away, psychedelic, dreaming, swirling, girl, woman, warrior, goddess. I got this. Later again I wrote, I need to move to Byron Bay. I need a miracle. I want, me, blech. And here I posted a meme. So I'm very annoyed that this was all removed from my vocal media, by the way. It was quite potent spiritual healing and writing in there that was taken down. I get very, very furious when I'm censored like that. There will be very painful moments in your life that will change your entire world in a matter of minutes. These moments will change you. Let them make you stronger, smarter, and kinder. But don't you go and become someone that you're not. Cry, scream if you have to, then you straighten out that crown and keep moving. And I replied, my crown is bent and broken and welded together with hope and cynicism and irony, but I still wear it high and proud. I earned every bit of that ignoble shit, and I still get up every time. Fuck the haters, including whoever messes with my writings on Vocal Media, by the way. Not cool. March 2017. So I'm just reading you the bits that were missing or taken down, or I don't know what happened there, but anyway, it's not cool. Today I went to see Hidden Figures with Lynn. Wonderful, inspiring movie. I loved it. It is truly amazing what the human spirit can achieve when we put our minds to it. Fearless, loving, gifted women. The world is full of so much beauty, talent, and genius. It needs to be embraced and explored and encouraged. 3:40 a.m. I had a great night with my gorgeous friends. Now home, hot bath, pain, oh my God, pain, but I had fun. I received an email from BCC today telling me I have permission to turn my verge into a veggie garden edible landscape as long as I follow the council guidelines on their website. So now it is only a matter of waiting for my leg to heal, then getting out there to start digging. I wish I could afford a bobcat as the area of council land is huge. I guess if I dig a small amount each day, it will get accomplished. I will need manure, straw for mulch, etc. to season the soil before planting. It might get too expensive, but I can at least dig a hole for my avocado tree that really needs to be transplanted out there so it has plenty of room to grow. 19th of March 2016, 4 a.m. I had a wonderful night dancing with my beautiful Thai friend Gina and her boyfriend Adam. She showered me with affection as she always does. She bought me several drinks. I had to refuse any more as I was driving and on prednisone. She spoils me rotten. She says, I can't do enough for you. I love you so much. She is adorable, but when she gets drunk, she cries out of nowhere. I always comfort her and tell her how much I love her and to put a smile back on her face. Then she brightens up and off we go again, dancing wildly. I often wonder why she loves me so much and spoils me. I am so grateful, as together we always have a great time. Adam joins in with us. He is a lovely guy. After I told Gina not to give me any more drinks as I was having to drive home, Antonio came over and handed me a Corona and gave me a big wink. I said thank you, but worried about being over the limit. Gina said, no worries, we dance even more and it will be fine. Around 3 a.m, I left the casino to buy a kebab as I was hungry. Then I headed back to the casino to validate my card. The guy at the desk said it was fine for me to resume parking at the casino from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. unless they have a promotion on. I said I had only parked there tonight as a staff member said it would be okay, but he has retired now, which is why I panicked when I arrived this evening as I asked them if I had to move my car as Michael was not on duty. So when I validated my card to leave, the guy said I could park from now on unless the car park is full with a special promotion. I am relieved and happy as I have been parking in Margaret Street for the past few months after confusion over parking with another reception worker. This means that now that autumn is coming, I can park at the casino car park and avoid walking home alone in the cold and wet in the winter months. Woot! I was honest with Jason. I said, I rarely gamble, and if I do, I spend no more than $10, but I do buy my own drinks, and my friends buy me drinks, so Jerome's accusation of me being a casino scammer was really offensive and outrageous. I said, if there was going to be a problem, I'm quite happy to continue to park on the streets. But as my health has been poor, I would happily take advantage of the 10 to 4 parking. I stated it is safer than walking 2 to 3 blocks to my car in Margaret or Alice Street also. Jason was very courteous and said it would not be a problem unless the car park is full. All good. Now we are all on the same page. I can relax. 4:03 p.m. Finally awake. Big storm coming. Hallelujah. Yee-haw, here she blows. Heavy, driving rain. Had to rush about, shutting windows. Then, what was that? 5 minutes of heavy rain, then the skies cleared. Ridiculous. So I read you the story about the Captain Morgan and the cats and all that stuff, 2015. So I'm just trying to catch up on the bits that got deleted or left off. Here I write. Vikings. Yay! I stumbled across it when I flicked on the TV. It appears to be the new season too. Hail Odin. 9:13 p.m. I've been outside, watered the entire garden, filled fish ponds. I spent an hour in the last of the daylight hanging in my hammock. Now about to take a shower as I'm sopping wet from watering and a tad stinky as well. I might go out for a few hours. My left leg really hurts. I think it's part of the septic arthritis symptoms I have had since I twisted my left ankle on February 14. I also have a sore right shoulder. Should I worry? Nup, just keep going. Whatever is meant to be, I embrace it fully. I am sick of struggling upriver only to watch my body slowly shut down on me. Time to paddle in the shallows for a while, take life easy and less seriously. I literally forced myself to limp around the garden and water everything in spite of the discomfort. I don't want to seize up like the Tin Man when I should be out seizing the day or night. I have eaten all the rhumbubba Yum, bubba bummer, no more rum for my tum, so no more fattening, but delicious cake. Ha! My inner Viking pirate wants to raid, settle, petal. And I've just realised my beautiful friend Jared gave me half a bottle of spiced rum, and I hadn't even thought about it until now. I could make another rum bubba. Oh my. And it'll be even more delicious because it's a spiced rum too. But you know what happens when I bake cakes, people? I eat the whole thing from breakfast, lunch and tea until it's gone, and then I get fatter. So maybe it's not such a good idea after all. But on the other hand, let them eat cake, right? Oh, I'm incorrigible. I really am. So, 19th of March 2011. Oh, no, I've changed my mind. I will read those. So I read in video part 1 about my daughter telling me that, how did I put it? That she thought something amazing was happening, and she said that she was glad I was enjoying life, and then I sort of said, I wish I'd met the one who adores me and chooses me for his partner. Been wishing for that a long time. This is back in 2014. Here we are 10 years later, still dreaming the dream, right? Poor Mama T. Poor Mama T. Oh, but anyway, so what didn't copy across were the comments that I usually preserve as well. So Kate Kitching, who was a friend I knew at Irish Murphy's, wrote, because my final statement was, now I know it's not likely to happen for me, I can relax and just enjoy my life as much as possible, meaning that it's not likely that I'll meet the one and only, someone that actually wants to be a partner to me. So Kate Kitching wrote, never say never, hun, with 5 kisses, which was very sweet of her. As they all know, I was out dancing every weekend, even back then, hoping to meet, the one, just one decent bloke, right? Only takes one. So I responded to her, my mother married a bastard con man at 78. I have promised myself I will never marry again. I have been very, very unlucky in love. I have lived alone for 19 years. Well, it's 29 years now. Every time I even begin to care about a man, he lets me down. My last relationship lasted 5 years, and in the end, he put his friends first and left me without even telling me. Lol. I have not been able to get a serious relationship since then. The last 2 guys I liked played me for a fool. But you never know. I have been through so many dramatic, traumatic events that I am still finding my balance. I need a real man who gets that I have 49 years worth of trauma. Try 59 years worth now. And some of it really did happen quite horrendously in the last 10 years, piled on to all my other preternatural early childhood stuff. So here I write, let's update that. I need a real man who gets that I have now 59 years worth of trauma and will love me without games or abuse and love me as an equal. I just get very heartsick when I see how hopeless it is. And then I commented again, yes, my greatest blessings are having wonderful friends, my daughter, my cat, and my freedom. It's been a long, hard road, but I'm starting to see a kaleidoscope of light at the end of the tunnel. Mama T, always looking on the bright side of life and hoping that the light isn't another massive fucking train wreck, right? But in the past 6 months since Beauregard's death, I've been shown so much love and affection and kindness that for the first time in my life, I have hope in my heart and soul that at last someone might actually be coming. I don't know who, I don't know when, but I can sense that someone is coming. So every week I go out dancing, and I dance wildly and joyously and crazily, and I rejoice in the sweetness and kindness and affection and heartfelt tenderness shown to me by my friends in the club and my friends in the bands. And I just soak it up like a sponge, and I'm just so reinvigorated and joyful about it. Even though, you know, the men involved are not available because they're, you know, married or have a partner, or they might be gay. There's always something not quite right, you know, that I can't pursue a relationship with them. I still enjoy the friendships, and they're just as soul nourishing and beautiful and sacred as, in fact, more so than any hot and heavy love affair I might have with someone that would just ditch me as soon as the sun comes up. Had a long history of that back in the day, 10 years ago, of just being used and flicked off. So I'm okay with whatever happens in life. It's been a long, hard, grueling journey to heal my mind, body and spirit, and I'm contented with what is for now. And if I meet the right man who doesn't trigger me or make me want to chew my arm off or run in the other direction because he's either too sleazy and creepy or too avoidant and cruel and cold like I had with Dave, if I meet someone that's just the right fit for me, that sees me and loves me as I am in all my brokenness and reconfigured heart, body and mind, someone that treats me with real integrity and genuine, authentic love and care and respect, then hold on to your hats, babies, because Mama T will be going wild again, rejoicing in, maybe for the first time in her life, a true love partnership. And yes, I know that's ridiculous and a bit silly given that I'm almost 59 next month, but I'm looking forward to it. It could happen. If my silly, verkachte, crazy old mother, who was vicious, can get married again at 78, then surely the gods might bless me with my truly loving partner at 59 and counting. And I have to laugh because I actually can almost not really set much store in that or believe in it, because it's been a long life of horrors, but it only takes one good man to show me that he's real for me to change my mind on that one. So I'll finish up here, 19th of March 2011. I had a nice morning at shul, that means temple, to celebrate Eva's Vatik Award and caught up with some of my favourite people. Then Gail and I went to see Hall Pass. I was worried it would be schlocky and horrid, but was pleased that it was funny and entertaining. I've had a very nice day. Tonight is Purim, so I will be celebrating some more tomorrow. 19th of March 2010. I hate gardening. My rose geranium is dying and some possum ate my new strawberry plants, so I stuffed my back for nothing. And on that note, we conclude part 2 of my readings from even date 19th of March 2024. And there was 40 minutes worth of readings, so it was well worth me being intrepid and going back in, wasn't it? And like I say, do not ever steal my truth out from under me, Vocal Media or any other social media platform, especially since I pay for the privilege of having my writings up on Vocal Media. Very naughty. So I've had a suspicion before that when things were curtailed that there were things missing, and yes, I was right. Today I was right, and I'm glad I checked on it. Anyway, have a beautiful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are on the space-time continuum. And no matter what, honour thy own self, honour thy truth, honour the love that you nurture inside your heart, mind, body and spirit and soul. And stay true, hold true like glue to your truly loving ones. They're rare and precious. There's not many real authentic people out in the world anymore. There's even some moron on Vocal Media that tries to delete my own stories out from under me. I mean, what the actual fuck was that about anyway? So, but don't worry, it's up here now on YouTube. And until the next time they try to censor me for some weird aberration that makes sense only to them. And on that note, Mama T, being defiant as usual, holding her own on her small corner of planet Earth, with her big hobbits' feet flat on the floor, and her big attitude, and her infinite love that flows beautifully and poignantly, surrounding all of those whom treat me with, basic care and respect and kindness, and a gigantic figure 8. Kisses to you, my true friends and subscribers who bravely and intrepidly follow my life story, right? God's bless. Stay safe, stay happy, stay wild, and stay free. Stay in your own body autonomy, no matter what, no matter who, no matter how. Hold your own. Love from me in Brisbane, Australia. Bye for now.